Fayetteville, Arkansas. What a spectacular night for college football, and man, are they ready to call the Hogs as the Arkansas Razorbacks will run through the A and get things started on this season. What a scene this is, a veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. As we'll see, the Groupers taking on a team from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Razorbacks ready to get this thing started and open the season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Groupers offense will have the football first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
Keep it on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On third down, he drops to throw. And wings it incomplete.
Just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Arkansas's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Now, and you need that playmaker out wide.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Play he made, makes the interception, then takes it back to the 36. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. On the option. He'll pitch it. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. It'll be 3rd and long. On the option. The pitch. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And that is no good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Jackson will throw. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, out of space. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Right down the middle. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Let's talk for a second about Arkansas. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program. But when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Can't make the catch. It's incomplete, and that drop might have cost them a big play on first down. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Makes the grab. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Razorbacks trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. He'll take it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll run the option. To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There's a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
On third down, going up top. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Groupers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Lining up from the 34 on first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Got it in the middle. It's Platt. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Blake. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. First and goal for the offense. They want to throw it. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Arkansas! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Makes it past the marker. Turning on the Jets. Lots of running room. The 10. Touchdown groupers. Great job by the back on the option.
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the snap, it's Green. Running into the open space. There he goes! They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. Running game got it done on the last play, now it's first down. Trying to get the corner. Finding an escape route. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Wow, what an impressive-looking run. You think back to some of the greatest rushing offenses in the SEC in recent years. Remember that offense that had Darren McFadden and Felix Jones both in the backfield, sometimes taking wildcat snaps? Nobody could stop them. This dude, I think, could have broken his way into that rotation with his ability. This guy's sick.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Jackson will throw. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball, and you saw that linebacker do it.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Looking to scramble. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Wants to return it. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Here comes the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for it all. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. And the groupers decide to punt it away.
Exciting new freshman to look at and talk about and pump up, and this guy got a lot of that pump, and you see why. The dynamic play on special teams, you can see the speed, you can see the wheels, and you know the reason the fans were jacked up when they signed this guy this year.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UMass needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there at Amherst behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Temple.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Complete to the right.
We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The give to the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
The groupers now. Long way to go to pick up the first down. Goes to the option. Now the toss. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. And the groupers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Fears the pressure. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
When you got third and this long, everybody knows what's coming. It's going to be a pass. Defensive linemen get to tee off. They know exactly what's coming. Go get the quarterback. It is your dream. That is what you live for. It's what you practice in the offseason for. I want sacks just like that.
The groupers will send out the punt unit. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Almost everything has gone their way so far, up 21-7, and they have it back. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I bet this coaching staff is jacked up to get this offense firing so fast early in the season. On point. A lot of times it takes time to build the rhythm. It takes time to get it rolling. This offense started the season off with a bang.
How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. The kickoff team is on the field and we're ready to get this one underway. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So the kick goes out of bounds and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking for a gap. It's Craig. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the groupers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The groupers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give on the inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll do it himself. Turning it on! They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And the groupers are rolling down the field. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Looking to buy time. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Here comes the offense on second down. Tight end now in motion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. He's up to 73 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now adjusting. It's a seam wide open. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Sticks it in his belly. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The groupers are threatening on first and goal. He'll keep it himself. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. On the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Now on the option. He'll toss it. They stop him again, and not only that, they've made this fourth down that much harder. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. That cuts the lead down to 28-10.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. He unleashes a long one. Makes a catch at the... And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Looking for space. It's Washington. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Razorbacks in the hurry-up. Jackson gonna throw it. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Let's send the tight end in motion. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And here comes the field goal unit. He gets a hand on it, it's blocked. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. Right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. And the groupers will punt it away on fourth down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Makes the catch near the 50. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Green. Oh, they're after him. Caught behind the line. It's Green. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Under fire. He rifles one deep to the left. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw, it's Green. Fires to the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Razorbacks send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Run the gun. He leaves it with the back. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll try the right side. Shakes off the defender. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Takes a hit as he fires. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
The groupers line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll take it on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Going right to work up top. That's reeled in. It's Anthony.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Jackson will throw. Under fire. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. It's caught downfield. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And the groupers will hustle to the line. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. It's picked off, and another empty drive. And the ball's on the ground. He picks it up, still on his feet.
I got to tell you, man, I'm impressed. Not with the throw, not with the decision, but how the offense flew around after the interception, getting to the ball, David, and creating that fumble.
And I think the QB breathing a big sigh of relief. You thought you made a game-changing pick, but how about flying to the football, like you said, making the tackle, getting the football out, recovering it, and, you know, getting a first down. That's how you do it.
They'll keep it on the ground. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires to the tight end. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The groupers will bring the punt team onto the field. Takes it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw. It's Green. He fires a bullet to the right. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense. And as we wind down here in the first half, the offense will just take a knee and try to muster its forces for the second half attack as they trail going to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling an intriguing one so far in Fayetteville. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, let's hear another hog call and send it back to the guys in Razorback Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the groupers will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He's loose. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. He's up to 81 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game. Might as well give it to him again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Green. Got his man quickly. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
All right, they get the completion. Don't get the first down. So we've got a massive decision now, 4th and inches. Personally, I like QB sneak. I think that picks it up right here.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I think we're going to see more and more of this in college football. It used to be that if it was 4th and inches and you're on your own side of the field, you automatically punt. But I like that play call there. With their offensive line and their ability to run the football, just go out and get it and keep the drive alive.
Looking for room. It's Green. There he goes. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Razorbacks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. Lining up in the wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Green. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are
touchdown Razorbacks! And the punishment has been extended.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they want. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game one, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Northern Illinois has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside Husky Stadium. They're up by a field goal over the Judicials. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
The groupers will call on their punt team. Here's the return. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Opening play of the drive from the 39. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Lofts one deep down the right side. What a catch and what a throw along the sideline. Just sings it in there. A little Barishnikov for the toe tap. Well, they say the bounces eventually even out, but they've been pretty much one-sided today.
And the defense needs something to happen so bad. You're in a deficit already. You get your hands on a football, and the offense still makes the play. That is so demoralizing for this team.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now it's second and goal. Dropping back, it's Green. Going for 6. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Man, these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult. But you need your players to step up for your QB and make big plays. I think he's going to look back and say, I should have made that play.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Lets it fly. Nobody fooled with the trickeration. It'll bring up fourth down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas!
How nice is it on offense to have a quarterback with that kind of athleticism? Your playbook is so much more open when you get in fourth and goal situations just like that. You can call a pass play, and if it's not open, he can get you out of trouble with his legs. Nice job running that one in for a TD.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. The short hands, it's Kelly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, I think the quarterback was trying to push that ball deep down the field. Nobody was open, though, so he finds his fullback for a short gain.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Craig. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. And the groupers will try to pin them back with the punt. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Jackson gonna throw it. Wide open downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown Razorbacks! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gonna run it. It's Craig. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The groupers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Leaves it with the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. The option look. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the groupers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Got it in the middle. It's Chandler. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They bring the punter onto the field now. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Jackson will throw. Right on the money.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Pratt. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. On the option. Quick toss. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. They're setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They're testing the right side here. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. No, no good. And I guess they wanted to draw a little closer instead. They're still way, way behind. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the catch. It's Hill. Oh, a lot of space. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Jackson gonna throw it. Here's a heat. On the run, fires downfield. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Green. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line.
At the 19-yard line. Coming up, 4th down.
We reach the break. Arkansas has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. And as we start the 4th quarter, they'll try to knock 3 through the uprights. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Arkansas.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. He'll do it himself. Runs through the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The groupers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Little touch pass to the receiver. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. And the groupers will punt this one away. He's got great speed. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Hogs send that offense to the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stuck.
Purdy on the Jets. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Leaves it with the back. Boy, he's over 100 now at 102 yards rushing now here in week 1. A solid start to this new campaign. Wide receiver going in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. And the Razorbacks will have it 1st and 10. They'll give it on the counter. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. On the move. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Game 1, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Now the pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. The groupers will line up to punt it away. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Wants to adjust the pattern. Jackson will throw. Caught over the middle. It's Hill. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Using the quick game. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
He wants to throw it again. Makes the grab. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The offense It's threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He's looking to pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the option. They'll give it to the back. Didn't get much done on that line. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Backed up now. Here's second and long. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Well, he couldn't find any running room at all, and he'll end up taking a loss on the play.
Yeah, great discipline on defense, too, because if you're going to stop the option, you have to play assignment football. Everybody doing their job. There was just nowhere to go there for the QB.
And the groupers decide to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Dropping back, it's Green. Bringing the heat. Rifles it down the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Finds his tight end. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. They're working that left side. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man downfield. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Jackson gonna throw it. With the catch, it's Green. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Looking for the score. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man, This has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Oh, they blocked the extra point. Now he can return this. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. On the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off play action. Pressure coming. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Rides to back and leaves it. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
The groupers will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Green. Buys a little extra time. Catch in the middle, it's Blake. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed in the middle, it's Washington. He is like a loose boulder just rolling to the 32.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
And the Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Hauls it in. Lots of running room. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop?
Fires toward the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down, still trying to execute their offense, still trying to make big plays, and they've had a...
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Man, how about the offense, man? You run a little play action. I can just tell you, 3rd and long, as a pass rusher, I'm going to get the quarterback. I don't care about the play action. I'm not biting on it, and neither did the defense.
Unloads it left. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to...
He lofts one down the sideline. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff,